Hello, welcome back, everybody. It was not sure if I was going to make it tonight with everything going on at the house, but I am here. We are back with another Shiny Developer Series live stream. My name is Eric, and thank you so much for joining me. I was hoping to be on last night, but yeah, life happens. Right now I'm trying to figure out something shady going on here. With audio, let me switch real quick. All right, let's see if we can. Okay. Wow, hello, Yuka. I'm so glad you can make it. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I know you're extremely busy too, so I always appreciate you tuning in. Just getting warmed up here to make sure all the bits are working. I did some tweaking. Hello, Tan. Welcome to the stream. So, what are we doing tonight? So, there won't be a lot of coding, but it'll be something that I've been meaning to do for a long time, and I kind of got a little gentle nudge, technically, if you will, to do this. It's a little meta tonight, in the sense that we are actually going to be modifying a big modification to the existing website for my current venture, the Shiny Developer Series. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use a brand new, well, it's a new theme for the site, but
just subscribe. Hello again.
Haha, Monica, welcome. Oh, so glad to have the resub. That is awesome. Been a long time. I missed you. We'll have to catch up sometime. Especially if we get our merry band of Linux friends together for our gaming adventures.
_with _data just subscribe.
Oh, Yuko! Oh, that's very kind of you. Oh, that's a record. 2 subs in a matter of 10 seconds or so. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Daniel, welcome. Dr. Daniel Chen is back, and you're saying you are setting up your work laptop. Oh, those are fun times. I dearly hope that they don't do a lot of, I'll just call proxy shenanigans like they have to do with my work laptop, which caused me a bit of a headache the past couple of days. So, all right, and hello, Jeremy. Welcome. I know it's late for you too, so why don't we dive into this, shall we? Go to our trusty VS Code setup, and looks like it's got Firefox on there now. Let's do our playlist and modifications here. Make sure all my fancy bits still work. I need something to kind of keep me upbeat, so I'm going to do a little techno tonight. We are leading off with Water on the Dance Floor from Sonic 3. Okay. So, and hello Hat Knight, welcome to the stream. So anyway, what are we talking about? So, what is the Shiny Developer Series website? Well, right now it is this, and it is built with Blogdown. And, oh, thank you for the yeah, we had some crazy stuff with the music last time around, but I did my Pulse Audio tricks just before I hit the live button here, and I think it's working again. And you can thank Monica, you can thank Martin for like getting me hooked onto these Pulse Audio hacks that he does in his streams. Now I'm doing it too, so sometimes it goes a little crazy, so you have to kind of be gentle to it. Anyway, so this is the site that I maintain for the Shiny Developer Series. Obviously all the content's on YouTube, so while I don't have to do this, I think it's kind of nice to have a web presence that's not just locked into the video platform itself. Now, if you're familiar with the Hugo ecosystem, which is of course a static site generator that Blogdown is based on, it has a multitude of different themes you can select. They give your, the tailor to your needs aesthetically and for the looking and everything like that. And yes, Unicorn Coder is spot on. Let's see if my magic bits work here for this. Sorry, hold on. Unicorn Coder is saying, and welcome back by the way, that's the academic theme. I use that. Yes, lots of people use that. And truth be told, it is a great theme. It serves things very well. But there have been a little things I've found difficult because I would guess that it's never really been intended for what I'm trying to do here, which is a lot of video content and slightly different layouts of what I want for the pages. But what kind of tipped me over the edge a little bit in terms of accelerating this revamping is what you're seeing here. Now, we have a recent posts section, and it has all the interview posts that I have. And it looks like, according to this, my last episode was back on beginning of the year with episode 27, with my part 2 of my conversation with Herman Sontrop and Kent Russell about the awesome Vue.js linkage with Shiny. Well, guess what? That's not my latest episode, folks. It is definitely not, because if you look at the YouTube channel for this, hopefully this link still works. Go to our playlist for the interviews. It is actually episode 28. Hello. Whoops, I'm not going to play it now. I don't want to look at my mug for that. Anyway. Oh, that's a funny thumbnail. But Kate Saunders was my last conversation. We released this on January 16. I have a Markdown post in the site with all the information, all the links and everything like that. And it mysteriously is not showing up here. This was kind of the last straw for me a little bit, because in tandem with everything I've been dealing with in the academic theme here, I have become very interested in the Hugo Apero theme. By the way, I'm using the dark mode extension, so it kind of changed the colors a little bit on me. So right now it looks very red, but if I disable dark mode right now, it's not dark mode, so I know I'm going to keep it like this for now. But this is maintained by Allison Hill, who now works at IBM on their data science side and previously was the product manager of our Markdown at our studio. And this theme, I think it's got a lot of cool things here. And when I saw the way that they were doing this documentation site and having all these individual users of the Apero theme, immediately what I thought in my head is I want something like this for my shinydevseries site, where I can show every guest that we've ever had. And if that sounds familiar, you've been following my stuff in the past, I do something like that with my podcast site of the, you might say, the OG, the where I get my nickname from, the Art Podcast, where in this theme of Hugo, I did make a custom guest page, and here it's pretty good. It's not my absolute favorite for the way it looks, but it got the job done. So I want to do something like this for the shinydevseries site, and the academic theme didn't really have an obvious way of doing something like this, whereas the Apero theme, I can make it work, I think. So yeah, so we have quite a guest list here. It's been a long time I've had this going, but I want to do the same thing over here. I'm gonna risk embarrassing myself with this, but Daniel is asking something that I've struggled with too. Do you know how to pronounce Mine's last name? Everybody always says it so fast that I can never hear it properly. I don't think I got it right when I interviewed her back a couple years ago. And Chechinikaya? See, I definitely didn't get it right, so I hope she never listens to this right now. Chechinkaya? No. Anyway, I've embarrassed myself enough. Luckily, I've talked with her before. She's not going to hate me too much for that butchering her pronunciation, but that's the best I can get. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I think so. I could be wrong though. So if you tell her about this, tell her I'm sorry in advance. What I want to do now is let's take what this template has here and let's put it into the Shiny Dev Series site. So time for our coding adventure, shall we? Which is actually, yeah, Unicorn Coder, that's one of the things I want to leverage in this new theme is those pronunciation little wave files that you can put into the site. So I can have one. Yeah, I can, for whatever reason, I could have it. So Apero has these. In fact, I'm probably not even saying Apero right. Oh gosh, now Allison's probably not going to like me. There is a pronunciation guide for that too, actually. But anyway, let's dive into this. I've rambled enough. Now, you notice I'm calling this Apero Play because at this point I wasn't sure how far I was going to go with it. Oh, do I have to rebuild this thing? Oh gosh, okay. Wasn't anticipating that. Alright, let's see how much it's going to do. Oh, for curl. Okay. Alright, let's let it. A prepo. Oh, okay. Okay. I seem to have really been getting that wrong. Okay, let's let VS Code do its magical with the extension installations, all the tweaking. You can see all the stuff, magical things appearing on the sidebar here. Okay, I think we got the Python stuff going, even though I'm not using it. So let's. Come on. Alright, I think we're okay now. So, truth be told, I've been doing some work on this for a while, but in very short bursts. Basically, either A, when I'm waiting for the kids at practice, B, when I'm waiting for them to sleep, or sometimes late at night like this. So I've done some prototyping that you're going to see, and I got through one major revamping of things, but I'm not quite there yet for the rest of it. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So I can't promise that we're going to redeploy all tonight, but we're going to get darn close to it if we don't. So, all right. So we're ready to go. So let's get our trusty terminal here. Let's just make sure RM didn't go crazy with me. Oh, okay, yeah, we should. We use those for the migration scripts, I call it. So let's put those in RM. Okay. So let me show you what it looks like right now. It's a mix of template stuff with the old stuff. So let's see. Now I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this in VS Code land. Is thanks to Miles McBain from about a year and a half or so ago. He's helped implement this functionality to launch RStudio add-ins from VS Code, which is kind of cool. So we're going to serve the site locally, and we're going to take a look at it. And we have it. Now let's open this as a browser tab so I can get the dark mode respected here. So ignore the font colors. We're going to get to that probably towards the end. But my first customization was for the home page. I don't want just one picture of the dev series. I want a gallery of pictures. So this isn't a real gallery in a sense. What this is an animated GIF with a crossfade. About 2 seconds it stays on an image. I crossfade it to the next image, and it's about maybe 7 or 8 of these, and it will just kind of loop back to the beginning again. So I thought that was a nice little touch to give it a little personality there. And what I have done almost 100% is this guest page here. Hold on, I gotta tweak the volume a little bit on my end here. Okay. Yes, GIFs will never go away. They're always used somewhere. So you can see I haven't actually changed some of the template text here, but this is what I wanted. So now we have here all of the guests, and actually Curtis is not so much a guest. He's actually my co-lead on this whole thing, so he's in here too. But all the guests that have been appearing are all right here. Oh, it's loud for you too? Okay, let me take a look. Maybe it was a song. I will keep an eye on it, but let me know. I may bump it. Let's see, do I have a... Let's see if this works. Okay, I bumped it down a little bit. Anyway, you keep me posted if it gets a little loud there. Alright, so what we can do is we can scroll through this, and then if we want to click on somebody's profile, like Tanya here. This has, right now, not exactly where I want it to be yet. First, I want to show the picture again. And then this is the description. So, but what I also want to know, or want to show, is not so much the details like this. Like, this is not meant to be a blog post, per se. But what I want to know is, actually I kind of do it already, almost talk myself out of it. I have a link here to the episode that they appeared on. So you can quickly kind of toggle back and forth. Now, this actually won't work right now because it's linking to like the old site. I want it to link to the new site via relative links, but I'm not quite there yet. So that's great, but what I want to work on now is the interviews section, where right now it's just got the template stuff from the Apero theme itself. This is where I want the actual episode to go. So that's what we're gonna work on tonight. At the minimum, I want to get this part done. If I don't get the rest of it done, so be it. But at least I can get this part squared away, then I'll be happy with myself. Alright. So we'll let that kind of persist in the background here. May move that off to the side here. Okay, so where I left off, literally about what time is it? 10:20. About an hour and a half ago, was a script right here, where I'm taking the old Markdown files of the interview posts. Yes, Unicorn Coder, and I have done that. In fact, I'll show you how I did that automatically in a little bit. But what I'm doing here is that I'm going to take the old Markdown files of the interview posts from the old site. I have them in a separate directory right now called Prototyping Post. I'm going to move them to the Content Interview directory. Now I'm going to modify the YAML headers a little bit and do some maybe other stuff to make it ready for the template I want to tweak in the Hugo theme itself for Apero. So you can see I have a browser statement here. So there will be a little coding tonight, but it's going to be very, very basic. So let's get into it. I'll narrate the code as we go through it, but I gotta start it off first. Okay, we're here. So first, what I do is import the Markdown header, the YAML header, I should say, with a function that's built into our Markdown called YAML front matter, and you give it the file path of the post you want to import. So let's dive into this. So my current post is the episode 0, which is just basically me blabbing for about 15 minutes to introduce this whole thing. So let's step through this. Oh, this is a little, I might be able to see stuff here, but okay. So now we've got, let's see, do I have the prep header already in here? Oh, I got to step through it one more time. Okay, so now we got prep header. So let's take a look what prep header looks like. Should be a list of stuff. Okay, so you can see it's basically the YAML just now in the list format. So we got the alias, authors, admin was me basically in the old site, category, the date, which I definitely want to preserve, And the description, which definitely wants, I need to migrate over to the new version of the post. A summary was just kind of like the little caption I wanted to put next to the post title on the old site. So I tried to get really cute with this, and apparently misspelled it along the way. And this is important, the YouTube video ID. That's going to help with the embedding of the video in the main post of the interview, or the episode, I should say. So we want to keep all that. We'll fix the typo later. And let me see, let me move this to the side so I can look at this. I don't need this get started thing right now. Okay. So we want to also change the layout. So Apero has a YAML setting called layout, which tells you, do you want it to be like a single page or like a single page with sidebar? There's some other options depending on the archetype you're using. So we'll keep that as single for now. So let's hit next on that. And then now this is where I formed the new header, but not yet. This is where I left off literally about an hour ago. Is we want to obtain the guest from the episode. And if it's just me, then I'm not going to call myself a guest by any means, and I'll just kind of leave the guest field blank. So let's try something. So we're going to say yes, it's pref header, and then this is simply authors. And let's see. This should be, yep, just a string here. What I'm going to say, if yes. Actually, I got to check if it's length, yes, is equal 1. And then if yes, type equal admin, which is me. I'm gonna set this to null. Else. Actually, yeah, actually, no, I can keep it like this. Yeah, what am I doing? So this is the only case where I want to literally transpose it out. Now, I mean, not transpose it out, but eliminate it altogether. But if it's not length 1, which means that it's got more than one entry, actually I need to double check something. So we're going to look at some of these markdown sources now to refresh my memory. Prototype post, let's see what I did here. Oh, okay, so I got a couple of things here. I always wanted to give Curtis credit, as rightfully so, for helping me with everything here. So he's going to be listed as well. So I think what I need to check is a few things. So of course, if there was length 1, which is the edge case of me only talking, then I'll set that to null. And now, I think what I can do now is that if I'm out of this case, then I know there's going to be at least one guess that's not me or Curtis. But I want to remove us from that vector. So what I should do here, it's a little crude, of course, but there's probably better ways to do this, but I've done this in the past. And then admin, let's see, art. That way I'll only retain the ones that are actually good. So let me just fudge this a little bit with just manually doing this myself. with this other post to make sure it works. Oh wait, I know what I got to do. Yes. And then the bracket of it. Okay. Let's see if this does the trick. Yes, it does. Okay, so now we only have, in this case, episode 1 was now the leader of the shiny team, Winston Chang. So now I think I've got that down. And then, with that set, we can just, in the new header, say, yes equals yes. Then we got the YouTube link, we got the date, title, description. Okay, I think we're in business now. So, we're gonna... we will step through this. Oh, it did this weird thing in the browser. I always get confused about that. Okay, there. Yep, so now guess is null. And let's see what this does. We do a new header. Okay, one... I hope that doesn't have a problem later if it's null like this, but although in YAML text, I guess what I could do is instead of making it null, I could do like a blank character. Maybe that's a better way to approach it. Okay. So let's run through that again. Alright, so now guess is empty. Now we're going to do the new header here. Let's view that again. Okay, I think that should do it. So now comes some real gnarly stuff I had to work on a few nights ago. Is that I want... Oh, well, look who's back. Good friend of the stream. Oh, yeah, Unicorn Coder says hi, and Cedar Prince is back. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. It has been a while. What we're doing now is not a whole lot of intense coding. I am revamping the Shiny Developer Series website to use a new theme in Hugo. And we're migrating some old content to the new paradigm and hopefully get pretty close to a complete deployment. So, okay, so let's narrate what I was doing here. Now what I'm about to do is read the actual file, but eliminate the YAML in front of it. So I get like the text that's under it. So what I mean by that is if I scroll here, I don't know why there's like two view things here. Okay. Is all this text below the YAML heading. I want to grab all that and put it back into the new version. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to import the raw file, determine where the YAML ends, and then grab the markdown text. This was basically troubleshooting before, but now markdown text should be, yep, so it's got a line for each text line, if you will, but it's got, you can see all the markdown text of that post. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to convert that list of the new header to actual YAML via the YAML package itself. Let's do that. Header convert. And then another gotcha I had before is that when I do this conversion, it insists on doing a new line character after the last YAML parameter, and I do not want that. So a little stringer stir replace gets rid of that. Go back there, and now we got the YouTube line without the new line. And then I want to have in the new apparel theme, a new feature of Hugo from the last maybe a year and a half or so, or I don't know how recent, is that now you can organize the site content via what are called page bundles, which in essence means that, in contrast to what I had before, where I had one directory that had individual files for each post, now with the way Apero works is that each kind of like section of your site, each page of content actually gets its own subdirectory instead. So you can see in here we've got posts here, and they each have their own subdirectory. So folders for folders, and it's a little tricky to get used to, but I'm getting the hang of it. It gives you apparently more flexibility of how you reference files inside it. So I'm okay with it. You just have to get used to it. So what I want to do is make a directory based on the episode number. And then, so how I did that is I looked at the previous header, where in the previous header we had a YAML element called slug. Slug was like what you put at the end of the URL to give it an easy way to browse to it. So in this case, it was episode 0 or EP0. So I want to take that 0, or whatever that number is, and pad it so that it's always 3 digits. So in this case, it's going to be 000. But if it was like 2, it'd be 002. If it was 20, it'd be 020, etc. So we're just going to do that here. And all this is going to do, and came straight from Stack Overflow, of course, is substitute. Actually, what am I doing here? Oh, right now I'm just grabbing the number itself. Got ahead of myself. So now episode number should be just the 0. And then this was the padding part that, like I said, that came straight out of Stack Overflow. I just give a prefix of EP with it. So now print is, of course I did the wrong separation there. Now it's EP000. That's what I want. So, and then now we create the directory in the content directory for interviews with that name, and then we're going to write the markdown with the YAML, the new YAML, as a new file called index.md. So I tested it on one post, my episode 0 post, and I actually want to wipe it out now because I want to redo this with all of them and see what breaks. So time to have some fun. So we're going to delete this directory here. And we're going to get out of the debugger and we're going to try this out because I think everything is looking the way I want. So I look at header convert one more time. That YAML looks pretty good to me. We add the ticks in front and the back and the markdown text just one more time and look at it. Looked fairly straightforward. And so I think famous last words, I think we're ready to bulk migrate all of these. So I think we can get rid of this. We'll get rid of the browser. We'll get out of here, and we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. The per package is one of my favorite things to do this. We're gonna use the walk function to say we don't really care about a real output object from this. We just want to do a side effect of literally doing the new file, write it out, write the directory out, and get out basically. So here we go. Maybe what I'll do is just for knowing what's happening, I'm gonna do a message at the beginning. Processing path. I'm sorry, this is a glue message, not just the message itself. I love the glue package. Path equals .x. Okay. Parentheses, yep, we're matching. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Level break. Now that's a little concerning here, but we'll find out. It may be, okay, it may be because of these. If you look at the names of these files, Golem Demo, BS4 Dash, these, and Dev ENV, these were screencasts, not interviews. These are screencasts that either my guests like Colin and David Grandin had produced, or when I got the very early days of this whole live stream stuff, I did that development environment live stream back on YouTube and actually put it on the main site because I wasn't sure if I was going to always put them on or not. So I may just end up moving those away. But let's, yep, and I can see where the problem is. You notice this EPNA? It definitely messed that up. So I'm going to wipe that out right now. Okay, so now we've got everything. Let's just inspect one of these. Let me close this. Close these things so I can move it. Whoops, I lost my place there. Okay, so let's just pick episode 2. Okay, draft. Excerpt is what I want in like tagline, layout, episode 2, date, description. Okay, I've seen something that I'm not a fan of. I'm not sure if it's going to mess up the YAML or not. But you notice how it breaks the lines here? That is so bizarre. I don't want new lines in this description. I don't know if that's going to break things. I guess we're going to find out. But it's got the markdown here. Multiple blank lines. Okay, Winter, I know you're saying that. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's go back to the main page. Reload this. Here goes nothing. Well, look at this. At the very least, we can see these posts are here. Yep. I'm just gonna... Okay, so sandwich those template posts in there. Just going all the way back to that episode 2 and seeing what it looks like. Alright, here we go. Well, this is the start, right? But you notice what's missing. Obviously, the video embed's missing because this is the next stage of our work tonight. Is I want to make a customization to the HTML template file of this particular post type to put the YouTube embed inside automatically, so I don't have to think about it, as well as the description of the page. So this is good. This is progress. I'm intrigued by this. So yes, the short codes are coming up. Unicorn Coder is spot on like always. And I've actually been playing with this at the day job in a different sense. So I've actually been spending the last almost 2 weeks now not doing a whole lot of coding at work. And no, I'm not meaning like doing a bunch of meeting stuff, although I've had a bunch of meetings, but I've been working on internal documentation that's completely revamping an existing one I did 3 or 4 years ago about how statisticians and data scientists and frankly just anybody interested in computing would be interested in learning more about using like our HPC cluster for their analysis, or how do they get access to it, how do they get access to our version control repositories, how do they I'm missing something here, how do they use R in our infrastructure in HPC, how do they use Python in HPC, What are some best practices for deploying Shiny apps? Yada, yada, yada. And so I've been tweaking a Hugo theme for that, which is different than what I'm doing here tonight. But I've been doing shortcode stuff and been doing customization, so it's all fresh in my mind. So I figure I might as well keep the momentum going on both the work side and also the personal side to see this through. So we are going to get into short codes here, but before I go further, Daniel has a great question about my container exploits. He's asking, where do you keep your R Docker containers? Thinking of just setting up my work laptop on Docker. Well, I'm glad you asked. Now, I will be honest, I don't have, what I'm about to share is not on a GitHub, not GitHub, not on a Docker registry. But I do keep the instructions for building my, what I'll call development template Docker containers at this repository right here. So definitely have a look at that. You may have looked at it already, I'm not sure, but that's where I put all this. So in the .dev container folder, this is specific to VS Code's kind of layout for importing these. But if you look in here, there is actually a Docker Compose file. This is our studio. So I have, the whole point of this is I wanted to be able to go back and forth between VS Code and our studio as I see fit. So you could take what I do here in this Docker Compose file and frankly tweak it to your needs and just use that. You don't even have to do the VS Code stuff if you don't want to. And then the contain, like the Docker file itself for that is in this RStudio Docker subdirectory, where you can either take this as is, you could tweak it that you want, but you can do whatever you like. And then it is a bit duplicated, but then in the .dev container folder, this Docker file is for the VS Code stuff, and so it's got a little more here than what you would see in the RStudio container, especially when you get to the Microsoft .NET Core runtime stuff for one of the plugins. Like you have to do some magic for that, as well as the packages for interacting with VS Code. So that's in this Docker file. And it's got the RM stuff. They both have RM stuff, so you have to tweak a little bit. But yeah, Docker Compose, I use it all the time now for all this stuff. But good luck with that. Yeah, it's changed my development life. But like I warned you about, I don't think RStudio would be this, I better choose my words carefully, would not be this stringy or stingy about this. But my poor old MacBook here that's from the work issued MacBook Pro has been crippled with proxy nonsense, and I cannot do everything I want to do, like I'm doing literally right now when I'm talking to you, on that work laptop, and it bugs the bejesus out of me. I actually spent more time than I care to admit last night first doing an alternative to Docker called Rancher.io from the OpenSUSE team, then trying to change the proxy settings both on the host and in whatever Kubernetes magical thing it's spinning up behind the scenes, and it still didn't work. I just gave up. These are the things that just make you... Oosh. Technology fails. Alright. Yeah. I'm a persistent SO son of a gun, you might say, but even I had to tap out after a while on that. Okay, back to our matter at hand. So, good news, we're making progress on this, so now what I want to do is modify that template file. This is going to get gnarly now, especially if you've never done this before, and I'm only pretty new to it, so don't expect like a very concrete and technically proficient explanation here, like what, say, Allison or Garrick or others on the R Markdown team would be able to do. But the way Hugo works is that if you want to customize something in the theme without having to modify the theme files itself, you mirror their directory structure a little bit, and then you modify it in the appropriate places. So first, we have a layouts directory here, and you can see I have the subdirectories for each of the kind of areas of the site I want to change. Right now we want to do interview. Although maybe I think it'll be this. Let's see if it's single series. So this is literally detective work time. I feel like this may be it. Yeah, content, the post footer, if we want comments in it, and in the sidebar if it's there. Okay, I think this is it. Now, the way to confirm this is actually a technique I've been doing in my Shiny exploits lately, is if you have the page up, like right here. Oh, look at that. Utterances already was put in there. That's awesome. Anyway, let's look at the good old developer console and take a look here. So, okay. So if these look familiar, then I think we'll be in good shape. This looks familiar to me. But let's see if it can... Sorry, the layout of this is a little odd. If I know what CSS it's using, then I'll be in good. Maybe it's Flexbox, Grid, Box Model. No. Let me go back to the is there anything here that gives it a indication that it's for interviews? Seems like not. But it sure seems like this is the right one. Okay, anyway, well, it's got interview in the name, so it's gotta be. Okay, so if I'm reading this right, this is where the markdown is. So this class post body PT5 PV4, I should know what that is, but I absolutely do not. Right here. So okay, yep. So you can see resources mentioned in this episode. That is the markdown body of the post. So okay, so that's there. And what I want to do is before this, after the header, or actually I could do, yeah, let me go back to the template. It's right here. I want to put the short code for the video embed. Okay. So, good news about Hugo is that it does come in with a built-in short code for video embeds. And what is that, you might ask? Let's search the docs and find out. So there should be YouTube in here. Not your tube. There it is. Okay, let's find where it... Yep, right here. Okay. So it's literally this simple. Is you put YouTube and then the ID of the video. So what we can do is we can actually experiment with this right now, even though it's a video that most definitely is not what we want. We can at least try it out and see what happens. Okay. I doubt this will reload it live, but we'll find out. Let's get out of this. Yeah, I think when you make changes like this, you have to start it and start it again. I could be completely wrong, but let's see. Yeah, I think what I mean by that is in Blogdown, there is a stop server. And then it says, okay, the web server has been stopped, and we can just do this directly, serve site, and this should get us back in business. Uh-oh. Yep, we have a typo here. Okay. So apparently it does not like what I did here. Did I not copy that right? Well, they don't have any spaces between. So, why not? But I noticed when they do these, they don't have it. So maybe we just take it out and see what happens. All right. So let's stop the server again. Serve it. Nope. Oh boy. Function YouTube not defined, huh? Okay. Well. Oh. Okay, let me do some detective work here. So I know the theme definitely has shortcodes in here. Let's see what they do. Run site? Is that from Blogdown? No, I think you meant serve site, right? But let me. It's clearly not liking the syntax here. You can see here it's first it didn't like the brackets. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and it still gave me errors. So I'm just going to take a look here at some stuff. Layouts, shortcodes. Well, that's true. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So now I actually did put YouTube in here. Let's take a look here. So this is let me show you where I got this from. This is another mini adventure, but a fellow developer, streamer out there, he doesn't do any R stuff, he does some Python stuff, named Alan, decided to style up the YouTube shortcode in Hugo to try it out, to make it work better. Now, what I do notice though is that when they do it, he has these delimiters, I think. So maybe we need to do this instead. Let's try it. Alright. We'll get this solved one way or another. Alright. Oh, what did I just do? I quit the R process. Oh, good grief. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. I thought it'll work, but we'll give it a shot. Nope. Unexpected that. Oh, it's a... Huh? Okay. I need to educate myself on shortcodes, apparently. Now let's go back to Hugo's school, shall we? Okay, so we can create custom short codes. We just extended ours. Accessible to the relative path, right? Yeah, so... What was... Oh, wait a minute. Oh. So I kind of messed this up, maybe. Well, they got boxes. You can organize them in subfolders. Hold on, I need to read this more carefully. Layout shortcodes, and I have YouTube, will be either called the, oh, or the percent. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay. Let's undo some of the nonsense we did here. Maybe that'll do it. Oh, yeah, you know what? That, yeah, that may have been it. So let's go back to how they said it here. So there's no space in between. For some reason I thought there was, but I may have done some weird stuff the other day. And then the closing of it with a slash in front. Okay. So it's getting crazy here. Alright. Let's see if that does a trick. Rats. Why is it unexpected? Need ID. Oh, okay. Maybe. Nope. Still complaining about that. What am I doing wrong? No slash. Okay, let's try that. Nope. Oh my. Okay. Okay. We gotta figure this out somehow. They did not have a slash. I don't have a slash. Okay, Unicorn Coder and Jimmy, you posted that on Discord somewhere. I can take a look. I haven't, or I'm not sure. Oh man, I've really got to figure this out. Okay, I'll screw up. Sorry. Oh, okay. So they did the two brackets, two squigglies. Okay, I see. I may just copy that. Let's see if this does the trick. Hopefully that copies well. Let's see. Okay, all right. All right, let's see. Let's see if that actually works. Save that first. Why does it mark this as red? Yeah, I think I was on that page. Let me double check though. Oh, that was template or content management shortcodes. Okay. in your content files, it's called this way, but I'm not in a content file, right? I'm in a... or is there a different way to do this when I'm in a theme file? Maybe that's the problem. Like, yeah. I know I'm in content posts. I get that, but what I was saying is I don't want to have to do this in each Markdown file itself. I want to do this in one place so that it automatically puts it in the Markdown file. Or I should say it puts it in the HTML when the Markdown file is rendered. But am I supposed to put that somewhere else, like over here? Is it supposed to go here somewhere? Because here you can see you can inject stuff with Hugo. Maybe we should try putting it in here. I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, that's probably true. We should start with the basics, right? We should first we can try it in the post itself. Let's just make sure that works, and if that doesn't work, then we know we got big problems, and then we'll move it over to the other part. So we can just do my episode 0 here. Okay, yeah, so let's just give this a try. Okay, that's good news. We don't have an error this time, so let's open that into our Firefox. Taking its sweet old time here. Come on. This happened on occasion with my browser. I'll just keep... Oh, it's... So that animated GIF at the beginning, I'm hosting that as an S3 object in my Linode account for object storage, and I guess sometimes it gets a little finicky about rendering that, so we'll just look at it over here, if it'll let me. Even this is not letting me, so okay. Something has gone crazy here. Let's see if the other one got rendered yet. Let's just start over again. I'm not patient for this stuff, especially at night. Okay, we should be back in business. Let's see. Or is it because I had another page of it open already? That may be part of it. Oh. Come on. Should not be taking that long. Clearly something has messed it up. Yeah, there's a few tabs there. Let's just browse through it in here. For some reason, VS Code is not being nice about the live preview. Next time I'll do it in a page that's more earlier, or I should say later. Come on. Why something is chugging on my system and I have no idea what. But okay, we're finally almost there. Yeah, there is definitely something chugging away at this and I don't know what. Come on. Okay, I see a box there. I see a box there. Will it load is the question. And it's still chugging away. What has happened to my system? Yeah, there is. Yeah, my OBS has gone crazy too. I think it's Firefox. Yep. This is rare. I'm gonna close some various things here that may be hogging it. I don't know what, but there is clearly something hogging it. Don't have anything else really going crazy on my system. But what we can do, well, there's, okay, well that's, okay, but in VS Code it won't show up, but that means the embed did work. Let's get out of this, whoops. Let's get out of this container for a second. We're gonna close it and reopen it. See if that gets us back to normal. Okay, now the fan's dying down. So something happened in those troubleshooting with the embeds that went a little crazy. So let's try again. Okay, things are a lot more snappier now, so maybe it was just some bad luck or something. Okay, so we know that if I go back to this one, we know this works. We know it's there. So the other way we could handle this is we could put this instead of over here. We put this over in the archetype markdown file, or we toss it in here. I don't know if this will work, but we'll give it a try. Okay, interviews. Nope, it doesn't like to do it in the archetype file. That was a. At least I don't think it does. Let's open it as a. Yeah, that was a reach. I didn't think it would work, but I gave it a shot. Okay, so let's stop the server on that. Yeah, it would have been the easiest one. So clearly, what I want to do is possible because I've actually done this before. Well, did I need to, let's go back and your trusty streamer's long distance past with the podcast itself. How did I handle it then? I don't even have my own it's actually in my podcast sites in the Rbind organization. That's what eWay leads to help people get like free hosting with Netlify with Markdown sites. So this is before Netlify really took off. This is like in the very, very early days of Blogdown in particular. So let me see how I did it back then. Do I have YouTube embeds? Yeah, I do it. So how did I do it here? Okay, well let's let's look at it. Let's look at my theme here. So this theme is a little different than what I'm doing with Hugo Apero. Well, let's see. No, I don't. Let's see if it's in articles. Single. No. That's like from my blogging type stuff I experimented with, which I never really did very much of. Let's see if it's anything in partials. No. Let's just search. Here it is. Oh, that's just a link. No, not that. Alright, alright. Well, that's a lot of stuff. Gotta be in here somewhere where I did this. Don't want the markdown. Let's see what's at the end here. No. That's all content. How did I do this? Good grief. Okay. Maybe the other way to do this is looking at my commit history for this whole thing. Kind of like going down memory lane when you look at some of this stuff. Oh wow, 2019. 2019. These are all like for each episode, basically. Wait. That's like for articles, okay. Update submodule themes. I know Oh, it's from their theme directly. Oh, silly me. Silly me. Oh, hello, Medallion Stallion. Thank you for the raid. I much appreciate it. We're doing some website hacking tonight with Hugo and Markdown. Welcome. My name is Eric. I'm not sure if you've tuned in before, but I typically stream about developing R programs or Shiny applications, or basically web applications with the R language. And tonight we're not so much doing that. We're looking at static sites with Hugo right now, and I'm kind of hacking away at some stuff in here. So it's a little different tonight. Let's see if I can find where I do the don't do any YouTube embeds there. Well, let's see what they do here. Gotta be in here somewhere. Okay, they do the audio embed. Okay. There's gotta be. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, always, I work with a lot of people doing Python. I do a little bit of Python dabbling here and there. Trying to get better with it for some machine learning stuff I'm going to be assisting with soon. So, yeah, that's awesome. Hope you had a good stream as well. So, I'm bumbling away at this exercise to figure out how I did like an old site that I worked on years ago with YouTube embeds in Hugo. It's clearly something I'm not getting right, but I'll figure it out. None of my archetypes now, it shouldn't be. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh, it's the articles layout. Partials. 3 years, yeah. And yeah, it's crazy how time has flown by. Doesn't seem like I customized anything here. Oh, nothing in static. I guess what I could do is go back to my podcast site. Let's look at the source of one of the pages and maybe we can figure it out from there. Okay. Let's inspect the source. Okay. It's in here somewhere. Row, YouTube row. Embed. Yep. Okay, so I want to look for that in my main site files. So let's see if we can find that. But it might be in the theme, not my main site. Ah, rats. Thought I was on the right track there. It should be here. Like, there should be a... Whoops, not that. There should be something here. There it is. There it is. Oh. So what I did back then is I made the iframe myself. Now okay, so I remember that. I suppose I could do that again, but I was kind of hoping to take advantage of the partial that I found online and just kind of be cool with it. At least this theme did. This is not the theme that I'm using now, but you're right. And so what I was trying to say is that in my theme right now, I add the layout myself. So you can see we got short codes, YouTube. So it's here. It's here. But the issue is that yeah, the ID is, yeah, get ID. That's the only parameter. So like, it's here. The thing is here. So how do I get it into the single layout? It's literally right here. So I should not have to put this in the theme files itself. It should not have to do that. It should be smart enough to find it. So clearly just one thing I'm missing in this, and I don't know what. Yeah, so in what I was trying to do before is I was gonna put it right here, where before I was just doing YouTube ID equal like some random video, like I can even pick the one that I had. Yeah, right here. This is just some random video online. This is what I wanted to do, like literally right here. So we know this won't work. We'll show it, but yep. But I most definitely have oh yeah, you know what, that might be the way to go. Move it into partials. Yeah, maybe so, maybe that's what it was supposed to be all along. I have no idea. That very well could have been. I could have botched this like from the start. So let's try it. So put this here. Partials are now there. Now, if we do that, so then it's partial this, but I suppose this dot would be the ID? Okay, so then now partial. Can you look at my directory layout here? Should be. Oh, I mean, I need to put it in shared, perhaps. We can try it here. I doubt this will work, but let's see. Oh. Maybe it doesn't need it? Let's see. The ID part. No, no, okay. See, usually when I see these partials, it... Wait a minute here, no? You always just put the dot at the end. Yeah, I'll put the dot back. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, can't hurt. Cannon Valley field of get in type Hugo live page state. My goodness. Okay. Oh, yep. I see what you're saying. Yep. So here we do it here. Actually, I do it up here. I could do get, or I could just do it right here. Yeah. Okay. I want to comment this out. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. How do I comment this stuff out? Is it this? No. Oh, I don't know enough about Hugo to comment this stuff out. I just do this. No. Well, maybe it won't break it. Who knows? I will give it a shot. Okay. Cannon Valley. It's still the same error. So definitely there's something messy here. Template partials for executing partials at R. At get. Yeah, it's this thing. Okay, well let's take it out, I guess. Let's do some random thing here. Okay. Alright, let's try that. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I do have it as a shortcode. So I could just get rid of that version. Which is... yeah, maybe it's getting confused about this, so... let's rename it. Oh, that's how you do comments. Okay, okay. So this is it. Yeah, so what Unicorn Coder you're saying is that if we do this, that should do it. Yeah, maybe so. Okay. Let's see if that does it. Undefined variable. Oh. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I get this back to where it was. I was in the wrong one. Of course it would do that. Alright, so let's just get it out of here. And evaluate. This is just get page state. Where does it get page state? So unless this needs to be totally recoded, well, clearly I have no idea how Hugo works either, as you can tell. Something so simple should not be this hard, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, the brute force method is I just go back to the way I did it on the old site, but it seems kind of, oh, the autoplay thing? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that was a cute little trick they did. Yeah, let me, that's a with. This is a thing that's also kind of hard to know, like what parts are like closing it. Okay, so I'll just do a little bit at a time. Get that out of here. And that's an if should be here. From everything after params.youtube all the way to the end. Yeah, maybe so. Which I think I've kind of done here. Although I don't know if I need this end anymore. Oh, the width. I don't have a width anymore, so I think I've... Yeah, get rid of all of it. Yeah, right. Yep. Okay, I think that should do it. And then this should not need it now. Okay, let's see. Unexpected EOF. Okay. Maybe I do need that. Should I? Oh my. Oh my. Do we have it? Let's see. Let's open it up as the new tab. Oh no, it's gonna do that silly thing again, isn't it? Oh, rats. Eating up my CPU. Let's see if we can... We just got to show up here, man. Unless it's the VS Code going crazy again, it looks like. I'm gonna have to quit it out and go back. I don't know if that's a Hugo thing or my Docker setup, why it goes so crazy sometimes. Oh wait, I have to... No, I don't want to... yeah. Okay, let's close this. I could hear the fan spinning up, so I knew something crazy was happening there. Okay. Back here. Not there. Let's see. So that could be for a few reasons. Let's see. So the partial never got included, it looks like. Yeah, clearly it did not do a thing here. I wonder if I should move it to shared. Let's try that. Bah, still doesn't work. Hmm. So what's in the YAML? Let's check that out. Should have the YouTube ID in there, but let's confirm. Yep, it has it right here, so that should have gotten it. So if we go back to the embed or the layout, dot params dot YouTube. How did I do this social links thing here? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. It may just need .YouTube. Let's see. Oh, rats, it didn't work. Okay. Can evaluate field YouTube. Oh, the reason I said that because I do have a partial for a social thing. And you can see it refers to the YAML or the parameter with a dot in front. So I thought I could do that here. Or I could try. Like something like this. And call this .YouTube. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that I wanted to kind of use this as an opportunity to learn more about how Go and Hugo works. But all the theming stuff always seemed so magical to me, so I was really hoping I could make some headway here. But I'm going to try like what the other partial does and see if that does the trick. Nope. Can't evaluate field YouTube. It keeps doing this page state thing. Like, I don't care about page state. Like, why is it trying that? Yeah, we could put the params back in there. Yeah, why not? Oh, dot params, yeah. Always forget the dots. That's another thing. Hugo does, or Go has a lot different syntax about this. Okay, well, we didn't get an error this time. We'll try a different episode. Nope. Oh, it's going crazy again. I have to... And maybe because I have it open in multiple places, maybe that's why it goes a little crazy there. Yep. I may just, if this keeps up every time I develop this, I may have to switch to RStudio for the development of Hugo's sites. Quit that again. Yeah. Where we just do youtube.com, yeah. And then that way we don't need any of this other stuff. Yep. This may be the best way to go. Okay. Let me close this and open it back up. Yeah, I'll take that out when I get back into it. Yep. Okay. So that's about as basic as you can get with this thing. Definitely faster this time, but now what would be really embarrassing is if somehow I'm modifying the wrong file, but could that be the... No, that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be, because this single series certainly looked like what we were showing, and it was airing out before, so it's definitely trying stuff. No, I don't. And like you saw, my other site loaded it just fine. So I don't think it's that. But I can, just to be. Do I have uBlock on? Well, I do have it on, but it loaded this one just fine. So I would figure if it was gonna unblock them, it'd block them all. Good question, though. I mean, I suppose in the short term I could just hard code these each time, but boy, that seems like a waste of effort. It's just simply not getting it. That's the thing. It's not even finding it, it seems like. Even though clearly... Let me close all these first before it gets crazy on me again. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. It's just not even getting there. Yeah, so that's, well, not that one. Something like this. So we have the YouTube param right below here, so it should have picked this up. It should have picked this up. Now I have a very silly idea. I really hope these spaces aren't messing it up. These new lines. But it shouldn't. It shouldn't. But I just want to be safe here. Oh gosh, would that be it? Oh no. Oh no, that would be. Tan's got a great point. I may be using the wrong layout here. I'm using single series right now. And it's not series, is it? Oh boy. Although I only have... Yep. I think... Oh no, don't tell me that was it all along. Yeah, we're switching it now, so we're going to switch it to single series. I'm dreading the answer to this now. Okay.
Thank you for the follow Packers 15.
That's that is about second in time in terms of debugging nightmare to the Docker episode a few months ago. That is right up there. How did I not catch that sooner? Okay, well, the shock is over. Now, at the very minimum, we can at least tweak this to be a little more friendly. It's clearly that is way too small, so we got to figure that piece out. Oh, so Unicorn Coda, you're saying that those line breaks in here played a role? Well, let's see. Let's just try it out. Yes, there is a CSS class for it. Absolutely, yeah. So I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But now I'm kind of curious about something. Let's see if this messes it up at all. Oh no, that didn't work. I mean, it did work anyway, but now it's clearly the style of this needs some help. So let's take a look at the style file. Actually, let's inspect it first and let's see why it's so small here. Yep, div class YouTube video. iframe. Okay, the inspector for Firefox is a little different. Okay, I'll have to look at the CSS directly, but clearly that is way too small. Yeah, I'm gonna close up shop here too. This was we oh gosh, amazingly painful to get to this point. Let's look at the CSS before we go out. But thanks for coming, Daniel. Eventually the site will be up, but if you do tell Allison about, or not Allison, Mine and Garrick about this, I'm very embarrassed right now. Let's look at the CSS. Where did I put the CSS? Oh, that's in static, I think. Or assets, it's here. Yep. Okay, YouTube video iframe. Boy, width and height 100%. Why in the world would it? Unless it just didn't respect it, but maybe. Yeah, perhaps, but it should seem awfully small. Maybe add right to the iframe and not the div. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. I'll just put it right over here. Yeah, let's see if this does a trick. Get rid of this. Close this. Close this. Okay. Let's try it again. Oh, that did have an effect. That definitely had an effect. So, looks like I need to do it for width and height. Huh. Bizarre why the other CSS wasn't picked up, but okay. So I could do width in there and height in there. Yep, okay. So let's bump this up here. Okay. Well, it clearly did not get the height correct. It definitely got the width correct. Now that's... Huh. Why do I have to fiddle with this manually is beyond me. Well, let's inspect this so we can tweak it in the console here somehow. Okay, let's close that. Nope, that didn't do any good. Oh, 80 VH. Okay, yeah, let's try that. This is out of my expertise here. Oh, 80 viewport height. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. Huh. That's different. Okay. Clearly I am out of my element here. Maybe need 800. Yeah, 800, yeah. Maybe we can try it in here interactively. Let's see. This should blow it up if it works. Yeah, okay. We're on the right track, although it looks really odd, but we're on the right track. So clearly the other failing here is that I don't really want the sidebar here. I want it to be single. So what that means is that I don't want just single series. I want single. Now I adapted interview from... What did I adapt interview from? I think I adapted it from the theme. I think I adapted it from project. Yeah, thanks, Tan, and you were immensely helpful as always. You always save me in many situations, including my epic fails for files not being used the right way. Oh, no wonder I only had single sidebar. It was only single sidebar available. Okay, well, we'll keep the sidebar. It's neither here nor there. Okay, so 800's clearly too much. What if we do like 300? And then we'll kind of play with it there. Oh. I wonder if I... wonder if I can change it here, actually. But, well, let's do that later. No, since we're almost done with this, I'm going to change it up a bit. Hold on. Shuffle. There. That'll make me feel better. Okay. Where was I? Where'd my template go? Clearly I have too many tabs open here as well. Got 300 here. Yep, we'll just stop the server and try that. Make sure I don't screw up my system again. Good night, Cedar Prince. Thanks for coming in, and I'm literally about to close up here as soon as I get this styling done. Alright. Not bad, not bad. I'm thinking... So, yeah, good question, Unicorn Coder. This is... What's mine? Skull Fultress from Dr. Wily's Stage 1 and Mega Man 9. Remix of that. So, Mega Man represents. Okay, so 300 still a little too squish, so we're going to bump it up to like maybe 500 and see what that does. Okay. Because of the system overload, I'm paranoid about leaving those running. Good enough. That's good enough. Let's see what the others look like, just for completeness. Wait a minute. What's going on there? Why is it only in one of them? What did I do? What did I do? Uh-oh. Why only one? Oh, I know why. No, I know why. This is not... This is because the other ones have the sidebar or single and not single series. So what I need to do then is we are going to wipe everything out and redo it. The content of it. We know the content works. So that's just a simple... yeah, this will be quick. I promise. Get rid of this. We're going to go back to our interview convert. If I just had single series from the start, that would have saved probably an hour. Yeah, I don't even need this anymore. No. Okay. Now this should just overwrite everything. We'll see. Yep. Okay, so now we can try loading this up. Okay. That is good enough for tonight. I'm gonna tweak the rest of this as I see fit, but we're getting closer. Still some things to clean up, but this is the MVP, if you will, is just grabbing the videos, rendering the markdown, getting the episode timestamps, and yeah, we're good. So, wow. Gotta get to my fancy button here. Okay, so what have we learned today? A, I cannot keep track of file names very well. B, Hugo theming is way harder than I ever imagined, and thank goodness we have people like Allison and others in the community that have, in the R Markdown community that have been taking Hugo to so many awesome directions. And C, I need sleep. So, thanks to everybody that stuck around, and obviously thanks to Tan and Daniel and Monica, Cedar Prince, all of you have been very helpful tonight. So I hope by next week I will have this site live after I do some more tweaking here, but we're on the path. We're on the path forward. So y'all have a great night. I'll certainly be around on the Discords throughout the weekend, and y'all, yeah, take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. And thanks again for coming, everybody. And before I leave, Unicorn Coder, again, congratulations on your talk with the Our Ladies Coventry group, and your site looks excellent. The new version of the Learn R site. So awesome job. I was pulling for you, and you knocked it out. So okay, wonderful. I am out. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.